Hey everybody, here is my take on the activity or the assignment we have for systems. I don't know about anybody else, but I really struggled with this one and I'm still struggling with it. So I hope it is kind of makes sense. Um, so Here's what I saw, and I did draw this out. I drew out like a million different things. Here is what I see as one of the kind of reinforcing loops that we have, which is our tech support system. So in this, it's basically what we have is we have a break, and I talked about this in some of my other stuff, but we have a break, um, fix, uh, and cycle, and then essentially the way that the break fix gets fixed is through our ticketing system. And I actually brought my Surface or my tablet home where I could write on things, and um, my pen ran out of juice, so I get to do it this way. So that's okay. I'm using Google Draw. Okay, so we've got this kind of the ticketing system. Something gets broken in the tech, right? So let me just do an arrow. So something gets broken, it gets reported to the ticketing system, and then hopefully it goes to the fix system, and then probably what happens is then it will break again at some point, and then it'll get back to the ticketing system. So to me, this is the reinforcing loop. And I hope that I'm identifying that right, because to me, this is just a circle that goes around and around and around, and um, we just get this break, fix, break, fix, break, fix, break, fix, and it's all kind of being mediated through our help desk ticketing system. And then I'm going to draw this line here for right now, because this is part of my regular drawing here, so that's fine. It doesn't have to be straight. And then I see, let me move this down slightly. And then what I have is what I see also in our VCOE technology systems is, and as I see up here, and let me go ahead and now I'm going to make this transparent this time. Make that transparent. Okay, it's not, it doesn't want to, so that's cool. What I see in here is our what we hope for aspirations for 21st century learning classrooms, right? So in some sense, I think we're aspirational here. I would like to think that this is where we're going to be at some point someday. Oh, and I just lost my shape. Sorry. Let me go back. There we go. But I have to make the line a color. There we go. So you can you guys can probably see why I'm struggling. But okay, so we've got this technology piece right here. We've got kind of our aspirational selves, which is 21st century learning happening in the classroom. And then what I think we also have is two forms of support. One is one of these is kind of our, what I'll call our PD without tech integration. ATION. So let me move this over here. Get it. I know I'm overly fussy about making everything fit. That's just me. So I'm hoping that this thought process will not only help me, but maybe help others in this. So there's this technology integration without, or there's PD without technology integration. And then there's PD with technology integration. And I don't want it to be seen as, I don't know, I want to draw the distinction between the two, because there is a lot of professional development that goes on, that our teachers go through, that, you know, has all these binders of things. And I want to draw attention to the fact that I believe that this circle is much bigger than this circle here. I think that the PD with technology integration is diminished, or not diminished, that's probably the wrong word, is secondary. So it's secondary to this technology, or to this professional development. So that teachers, even though our aspirational goals are for 21st century learning classrooms, we spend more time here. This is like a bigger arrow. And we spend, I think, less time here. So let me draw a arrow from here. Sorry. Let me get rid of this guy. Sorry. From here to, okay, so arrow here to here. I wish I had my pen, but that's okay. I'm doing fine. So again, I think that in our system within VCOE, and the reason I drew this line is that I think we have this aspirational self, again, for 21st century learning, and the bulk of what gets done is PD for teachers without technology integration. We get some PD done with technology integration, but the mitigating factor in all this, and I don't know if this is the right way to draw it, but I'm going to do it this way. And I'm going to send this to the back because it's really in the background, because the mitigating factor here is time. How much time is there for teacher PD? And then, you know, how much time is spent for teacher professional development. I think in our organization, more time is spent here. And again, I'm going to make this bigger because I think less time is spent. Sorry. I think less time is spent here. And I think that is more like that. And that's just what I observe within our system, that time gets allocated towards professional development for all these other kind of processes, and we don't get time for this. But then again, here we go. I'm going to draw another shape around this. Oops, that one didn't work. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to not draw another shape here. Again, this, and I will make this red, and I'm going to put it in the back. Wow, that red's pretty bright. Let's go for a, there you go. This piece right here, I think, drives this. It limits our 21st century learning skills and aspirations. And then I think it also limits this, and I think it contributes to the fact that we spend more time without technology because we're always trying to just break, fix, break, fix, break, fix, versus trying to set up a system of things where, so we need a system where technology is embedded in practice, not just an add-on. And I don't think it will be that, so it won't really be that until we move away from the break fix cycle, because to me the break fix cycle is saying that technology is just a piece of equipment. And until technology becomes not just another piece of the equipment, and a piece of equipment that can go down and has to wait to get fixed, it can't be. So I think this is a reinforcing loop. I'm not sure where we can add a balancing loop. I don't think we have a balancing loop right now. We also have some other factors going on with our C and and I folks, which is curriculum and instruction. Excuse me, factors. Those factors greatly influence this part. So the curriculum and instruction folks, I think, are really driving this, and they tend to have the most power, and they have the most influence in our system, in VCOE for sure. Oh, I need to do this one. I'm not going to give them green because I'm going to give them, yeah. So these guys here really influence the professional development. We have very limited influence in the professional development that our teachers get, although we try, but we're associated with this system of break fix dysfunctional, I think, system. But I think we all still want this aspirational component of 21st century learning. So I hope that this sort of fits in with the systems thinking. This one was a real struggle for me, which I completely acknowledge and I own that, and I'm glad. It means that this is an area that I really need to work on, is thinking more about the system as a whole. I could easily diagram the system within technology services, but thinking about VCOE as a system as a whole is something that I need to learn more about, and I need to spend some more time reflecting on. So appreciate the activity, and thank you for listening.